The valley has some distinct downsides. I want to discuss today if it's worth growing despite all those problems. I do love it as a cut flower. I loved it as a child. I used to cut bouquets and bring them in to my mom. So we're going to talk about it as a whole, and I'll finish with a bouquet I made earlier this week to enjoy in my home. The number one problem with lily of the valley is it spreads. So this is a mass planting of lily of the valley. I'm sure it didn't start out that way. I inherited this from a previous homeowner. So we're going to talk about, would I plant it now? The honest answer is no, and there's a few good reasons for that. It spreads really bad. So here it is locked in on three sides, concrete steps on one side, sidewalk on the other, and the house foundation on the back. If you're going to grow it, that's my recommendation, is make sure that it has nowhere to spread. Lily of the Valley puts out rhizomes. If you're not familiar with what a rhizome is, I'll show a photo, but it grows down, can move over and back up and make a new plant. It will take over a native woodland area. So here in Iowa, if you were to plant it somewhere in a treed understory area, it can easily spread out from there. And if, say, your house backs onto a park or something, it could spread into the park area. That's the reason ecologists say, do not plant this. It is your responsibility to keep it under control if you inherit it or have it. So make a decision. Are you going to kill it off, or are you going to keep it under control? And I would even consider, if I put this house up for sale, to make sure I got rid of it first, because I don't know what it's going to happen with the next person. Maybe they hate gardening, they don't want to deal with it, and they don't know about plants, so they won't know to keep it under control. So keep that in mind if you have it or if you want to grow it. So I don't encourage planting it, but a lot of people have inherited around here, and it is special to me in that I loved it as a child, still love it as a cut flower for the short bloom time it has. The other major thing you're going to hear about is it's toxic, which there's an easy solution to that. Don't eat it. You will still see lily of the valley sold at garden centers. I stopped by a nursery earlier this week and saw it. Use it with care if you're going to purchase it. Plant it somewhere that it's going to be completely controlled. It cannot be controlled by things like plastic garden edging that's only 3 to 4 inches high. Make sure you use concrete or steel edging, even bricks. It will go through the cracks in. So be fully aware, and I hope you plan on staying in your home a very long time if you choose to plant it. Iowa State Extension does have a list I will link to that shows plants that you might consider as alternatives to it. I will say that most of those are going to be more woodland plants that prefer understory from trees where there's organic matter landing on the ground. Convallaria, or lily of the valley, is one of the few things that will grow in hard shade from on the side of a building, and that's the reason we still see it used today, I think. But I will say it's not a great garden plant, because unless I kept this watered, these leaves start to turn brown naturally. By August, it looks terrible. So eventually I will even probably replace this with something else. As a cut flower grower, I have mixed feelings about lily of the valley because it has such a short bloom period. It only blooms for about a week and a half. It's at the end of that now, so maybe it's been going 2 weeks, and I'll pull a piece out. And you can see the blooms are fully open at this point. In fact, it's starting to get yellow at the bottom. I'll show you a stem closer up. So really short bloom period, and it cannot be forced. So we can't put it in a crate or other means in a greenhouse and grow it. It has to be in the ground. And this means that wholesalers have to work with farms all over the place in order to have enough of it. So hefty price tag if you're a bride looking to get it out of season. You pretty much have to have a local grower or pick it from your backyard or something if you want a bridal bouquet of it affordably. I did look at 50 Flowers the other day, which is a site where you could go on and buy bulk flowers to do a DIY wedding, and it was $250 for 20 stems. That's an ouch. So while the scent is unmatched, it's beautiful. And the other thing about the scent is it has to be synthetic if it's used for perfume. You cannot just distill essential oils from this because it's toxic and because it doesn't work. Unlike a rose or lavender, calendula, something like that, where you could put petals in and distill them. Jasmine, you can distill. Can't do that with lily of the valley. So it won't pull the oils out in the same way, and it would put off toxic fumes. So synthetics are used instead to try to mimic the scent. There's just really nothing like it, unfortunately. And that's why I still love it for that brief period, and I do make bouquets out of it. So let's talk about, if you want to make a bouquet, how would you go about that? And because there's so many more leaves than flowers, one of my recommendations is pick twice as many of the flowers as the leaves. And I'll show close up, but you're going to reach right down in and you're going to pull the flower up by the stem. So there I got leaves and a flower. And you're just going to yank it up. The roots won't come with it. And that's why if you want to get rid of it, you have to dig the roots out with a shovel, edging spade, something in order to get the root out. And that is another reason it's so expensive for the cut flower trade, is that's how it's frequently shipped, is with the root intact. So they'll dig the whole thing, knock the soil off, and that's how they'll ship it in water so that it's, or wrapped in a moist something to hold hydration, because it doesn't hold up well otherwise. Like you can't, if you just shipped it like this, it would have a very short shipping window. So yeah, I'll show you a bouquet now from that I made earlier this week. And